Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something powerful. Excellence isn't an act you perform once in a while. It's a habit. It's a philosophy. It's the way you show up to life every single day. You see, success doesn't come from doing one great thing once. It comes from doing small, great things consistently. That's the real secret most people miss. We all dream of big results, the promotion, the wealth, the recognition. But what truly separates the extraordinary from the average is how they treat the ordinary day. The champion, the leader, the artist. They all know one thing. If you can master the day, you can master your destiny. Now, excellence doesn't demand perfection. It demands consistency. It's not about comparing yourself to others. It's about being just a little better than you were yesterday. It's waking up with purpose, showing up with intention, and finishing your day with pride, knowing you gave your best effort, not just once, every single day. Because when you learn to master your mornings, your habits, your mindset, you begin to sculpt a life of discipline and purpose. And soon enough, excellence becomes not what you do, but who you are. So today, we're not talking about chasing greatness. We're talking about becoming it. One day, one action, one decision at a time. That's how you master the art of daily excellence. Would you like me to now create 6 powerful keynote points for this speech in the same Jim Rohan tone? Discipline is the foundation of daily excellence. It's the bridge between your goals, your achievements, the quiet strength that keeps you moving when motivation fades. Many people wait for inspiration to strike before they act, but the truth is, it's discipline that creates momentum, not emotion. Discipline is doing what must be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's waking up early, sticking to your plan, showing up on time, and following through on your promises, especially the ones you make to yourself. When you live with discipline, you become dependable, not just to others, but to your own potential. Every successful person you've ever admired has mastered discipline. It's not because they were born with more talent, intelligence, or opportunity. It's because they developed the ability to do the difficult things consistently. The athlete who trains before sunrise, the entrepreneur who works through challenges, the artist who practices daily. Each of them has built a foundation of discipline that supports their greatness. Without it, dreams remain wishes. Plans never see the light of day. Discipline is what turns vision into reality. Discipline doesn't come easy. It requires a battle within yourself between what you want now and what you want most. It's about saying no to comfort, no to distraction, and yes to growth. The temptation to procrastinate, to take shortcuts, or to give in to laziness will always be there. But discipline whispers, stay the course. And when you listen, something powerful happens. You begin to respect yourself. That self-respect becomes fuel. The more you follow through on your commitments, the more confident you become in your ability to handle whatever life throws at you. It's important to understand that discipline isn't about punishment. It's about freedom. It gives you control over your time, your energy, and your outcomes. Without discipline, you're at the mercy of moods and circumstances. With it, you gain the freedom to design your life, to live on purpose. Then, by default, you stop reacting to life and start directing it. That's the power of discipline. It gives you command over yourself. Discipline grows stronger with use. The more you practice it, the more natural it becomes. Start with small commitments. Wake up 5 minutes earlier. Complete one extra task. Keep one small promise. These little victories build momentum, and momentum creates change. Soon, the actions that once felt difficult will become part of who you are. Discipline becomes less of a struggle and more of a standard. Every time you choose discipline, you invest in your future. You build habits that compound over time and create a life of excellence. The disciplined person doesn't chase results. They attract them, because discipline is not just about doing more, it's about becoming more. It shapes your character, sharpens your focus, and sets you apart in a world where most give up at the first sign of discomfort. When you master discipline, you master the very foundation on which success is built. Small, consistent actions create massive, long-term success. The truth is, greatness is rarely built in sudden leaps. It's crafted quietly, step by step, through steady effort over time. Most people overestimate what they can achieve in a day and underestimate what they can accomplish in a year of focused, consistent action. Success is not about doing one thing perfectly. It's about doing the right things persistently. The small daily disciplines, the habits, routines, and commitments that seem ordinary are what eventually create extraordinary results. When you commit to small, consistent actions, you create momentum that builds upon itself. Think of a snowball rolling down a hill. At first, it's small and barely moves, but as it continues rolling, it grows larger and faster. That's how progress works. Each small step strengthens your foundation, making the next one easier. Over time, these tiny steps add up to a transformation so significant that it almost seems miraculous to others. But to you, it's simply the result of doing the little things right every single day. Success doesn't require giant leaps. It requires patience and persistence. Many people quit too early because they don't see immediate results. They forget that growth often happens beneath the surface before it shows on the outside. Just like a seed that spends months developing roots before breaking through the ground, your consistent efforts are preparing you for visible success later. Those who stay committed long enough to let the process work are the ones who ultimately win. Consistency also builds trust with yourself and with others. Every time you keep a promise to act, even in small ways, you prove to yourself that you can be counted on. That internal trust creates confidence and mental strength. You begin to see yourself as someone who follows through, and that identity fuels even greater action. People around you notice too. They start to see reliability in you, and opportunities begin to open. The world rewards consistency because it's so rare. Small actions compound. Just as money grows through compound interest, habits and effort compound through time and focus. Reading 10 pages a day may not seem much, but that's 650 pages a year, more than a dozen books. Writing a single paragraph a day can lead to a finished book. Doing 10 push-ups daily can transform your health over months. The secret lies not in the intensity of your effort, but in its continuity. The small things you do regularly matter far more than the big things you do occasionally. The beauty of small, consistent actions is that they are achievable. They don't demand perfection, just persistence. You don't need to change your life overnight. You only need to improve it slightly today and again tomorrow. These tiny acts of discipline gradually form powerful habits, and habits shape your destiny. Over time, consistency becomes your greatest ally, and success becomes inevitable. The great transformation you seek doesn't arrive in a single day. It arrives because of the days you refuse to give up, one small action at a time. Your habits shape your destiny. Guard them wisely. Every action you take, no matter how small, is a seed planted in the garden of your future. The habits you repeat each day determine the direction of your life far more than your goals or intentions. Goals set your vision, but habits decide your reality. You can dream of success, health, or happiness, but unless your daily habits align with those dreams, they'll remain nothing more than wishes. The person you will become 5 years from now is being created right now by what you do consistently. Habits are powerful because they operate automatically. Once established, they no longer require willpower. They run on autopilot. That's both a gift and a danger. Positive habits can propel you toward success effortlessly, while negative habits can slowly destroy your potential without you even realizing it. That's why awareness is key. You must consciously choose which habits to cultivate and which to eliminate. Every moment you make a decision, you're either reinforcing a good habit or strengthening a bad one. There is no neutral ground. Every choice moves you closer or further from your goals. Building good habits takes discipline at first, but once ingrained, they become your strongest allies. The key is consistency, not perfection. Start small, replace one unproductive action with one that adds value to your life. Over time, the small, positive behaviors compound and become your natural way of living. Reading for 10 minutes, exercising briefly, practicing gratitude, planning your day. These may seem insignificant on their own, but together, they shape a mindset and lifestyle built on growth and excellence. Bad habits, on the other hand, are easy to form and hard to break. They offer comfort now, but demand a high price later. Skipping the gym once turns into a week, then a month. Checking your phone for a few minutes leads to hours wasted. The danger lies in their quiet repetition. They don't destroy you in a day. They slowly drain your potential over time. To break them, you must interrupt the pattern. Replace the cue that triggers them with something healthier. Environment matters too. Surround yourself with people and spaces that support your best habits, not your worst. Habits also influence your mindset. Repeating disciplined actions builds confidence, while repeating excuses builds doubt. Your self-image is largely a reflection of your habits. If you act like a leader long enough, you'll start to think like one. If you behave like a learner every day, your mind stays sharp and humble. That's the beauty of habits. They not only shape what you do, who you become. Your future is hidden in your daily routine. You don't decide your destiny in a single moment of inspiration. You decide it in the quiet, ordinary moments when no one is watching. Success, health, happiness, and fulfillment are not accidents. They are outcomes of repeated actions done with purpose. Guard your habits as you would guard your dreams, because in truth, they are the same thing, just expressed in motion. Excellence begins in the mind before it shows in results. Everything you achieve in life first starts as a thought, a belief, or a vision formed in your mind. The external world is simply a reflection of your internal state. Before you can live an excellent life, you must first think in an excellent way. Your mindset determines your actions, and your actions shape your outcomes. When your thoughts are aligned with purpose, confidence, and discipline, your behavior naturally follows, and excellence becomes not just what you do, who you are. The battle for success is first fought in your thoughts. If your mind is filled with doubt, fear, and excuses, no amount of effort can sustain lasting results. But if you train your mind to focus on possibility, to believe in growth, and to see challenges as opportunities, then every obstacle becomes fuel for your progress. Your mind is the command center of your life. It gives meaning to every experience and decides how you respond to it. That's why mastering your mindset is the first step toward mastering your performance. Excellence begins with belief. Belief that you can improve, that your actions matter, and that your potential is far greater than your current situation. When you think small, you act small. When you think expansively, you act boldly. The mind is like soil. Whatever seeds you plant will grow. If you plant doubt, you'll reap hesitation. If you plant confidence and determination, you'll harvest success. Every great achievement in history began as a single, powerful thought. Someone dared to believe it was possible before anyone else could see it. Training your mind for excellence requires awareness and repetition. You must become conscious of the thoughts you entertain and the stories you tell yourself. Negative self-talk and limiting beliefs are like invisible barriers holding you back from your full potential. Replace them with empowering thoughts. Statements of possibility, courage, and growth. It may not change your life overnight, but with time, your thinking patterns will shift and your confidence will strengthen. Your mind will begin to work for you, not against you. Focus is another key to mental excellence. The mind tends to wander, chasing distractions and fears, but excellence requires clarity. When you train your mind to concentrate on what truly matters, you begin to channel your energy efficiently. Excellence isn't about doing everything. It's about doing the right things with precision and consistency. The sharper your focus, the greater your results. That's why the world's top performers, athletes, entrepreneurs, and creators spend time visualizing success long before they achieve it. They win mentally before they win physically. Your external results are a mirror of your internal conditioning. If you want to elevate your performance, elevate your thinking. The world responds not to what you wish for, but to what you believe and act upon. Excellence starts from within, with the thoughts you allow, the beliefs you nurture, and the mindset you build daily. When your inner world becomes strong, clear, and disciplined, your outer world will inevitably follow with equal excellence. Commit to progress, not perfection, every single day. Perfection is an illusion that keeps many people stuck, fearful, and unfulfilled. They wait for the perfect time, the perfect plan, the perfect condition before taking action, and as a result, they never move forward. Progress, on the other hand, is real. It's achievable, measurable, and empowering. It doesn't demand flawlessness. It demands effort. Every small step forward, no matter how imperfect, brings you closer to your goals. The secret to success is not doing everything right, but doing something right every day and learning as you go. When you focus on progress, you allow yourself the freedom to grow. Mistakes no longer become failures. They become lessons. Every setback turns into feedback, every obstacle into an opportunity for improvement. Perfectionists fear mistakes, but progress-minded people embrace them because they understand that every master was once a beginner who failed repeatedly. Excellence is not the absence of errors, it's the persistence to keep improving despite them. True growth happens in motion, not in hesitation. The pursuit of perfection often leads to procrastination. You keep planning, adjusting, and overthinking until you've lost valuable time and momentum. But progress is about action. It's about doing what you can with what you have, and trusting that you'll refine it along the way. The more you act, the more you learn. And the more you learn, the better you become. Action breeds clarity, while inaction only breeds doubt. Those who achieve greatness are not the ones who waited until everything was ideal. They're the ones who started when it wasn't. Progress also builds confidence. Each time you take a step forward, you prove to yourself that growth is possible. You begin to develop belief in your abilities, and that belief compounds over time. When you look back and see how far you've come, even through small victories, it strengthens your faith in what's still ahead. Confidence doesn't come from perfection. It comes from consistent effort and visible results. The road to mastery is paved with daily progress, not flawless performance. Committing to progress means showing up even when you don't feel ready. It means understanding that improvement is a journey, not a destination. There will always be more to learn, more to refine, and more to experience. Instead of waiting for perfection, focus on becoming slightly better than you were yesterday. Read one more page, take one more step, practice one more time. These small improvements, repeated over days and months, lead to extraordinary transformation. The mindset of progress keeps you humble and hungry. You never feel done because you know growth never stops. You learn to celebrate effort, not just achievement. You begin to enjoy the process, not just the reward. And when you live with that mindset, success becomes a natural byproduct. Because perfection may impress others for a moment, but progress inspires for a lifetime. Every day, commit to getting better. You build momentum, character, and a life that reflects constant evolution and unstoppable growth. Master your day, and you'll master your life. Every day is a building block of your future, and how you spend it determines the direction of your entire journey. Success is not built in a single moment of greatness. It's built in the quiet, consistent discipline of daily living. The truth is, the way you handle your mornings, your focus, your time, and your energy each day becomes the foundation of everything you achieve. When you learn to take control of your day, you take control of your destiny. Each sunrise offers a fresh opportunity to shape your life intentionally. The people who achieve greatness understand the power of a single day. They don't waste it waiting for perfect circumstances. They use every moment with purpose. The way you start your day often sets the tone for everything that follows. Begin with clarity, gratitude, and discipline, and your mindset becomes unshakable. Wake up with a plan, not with hesitation. When you decide what matters most early in the day, distractions lose their power. You take charge rather than letting life pull you in every direction. Mastering your day means mastering your priorities. Many people are busy, but not productive because they spend their time reacting instead of creating. They allow other people's demands and unplanned events to control their focus. But true mastery comes from designing your day around what truly moves you forward. Identify your most important tasks and give them your best energy first. Learn to say no to what doesn't align with your purpose. Every time you protect your focus, you strengthen your self-leadership. Time is the most valuable asset you have, and mastering your day means learning how to manage it wisely. Every hour that passes is either invested or wasted. The difference between successful and struggling individuals often comes down to how they use the same 24 hours. By structuring your day with intention, setting goals, creating routines, and minimizing distractions, you create momentum. Discipline doesn't restrict your freedom, it multiplies it. When your day is organized, your mind is free to think, create, and grow. Energy management is just as vital as time management. Your body and mind are the engines that drive your success, and they must be maintained. Take care of your health, rest properly, move your body, and feed your mind with positive thoughts. A clear and energized mind makes better decisions and produces better results. You can't perform at your best if you're constantly drained. Excellence is sustainable only when your daily habits support your well-being. When you master your day, you create a pattern of excellence that repeats itself. One productive day turns into a productive week, and a month, and eventually a lifestyle. Consistency in managing your day builds the rhythm of success. You no longer drift through time, you direct it. You no longer chase motivation, you create it through action. Life stops being chaotic and starts becoming intentional. And as each day adds up, you'll realize that mastering your day isn't just a habit, it's the key to mastering your entire life.